And we are off with another episode of Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Snyder, here with my boy. He's a 67 out of 100 on the rating scale. It's Zach Elias. What up, Unc?
On a good, what up, Unc?
That one's
a great callback.
It's gonna keep going.
What up, Unc? You gotta get this guy on this fine program to be a guest. Can I host him when you're away?
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Tuesdays, we do it live. Saturdays, we post it later. Got a whole gaggle of episodes if this is your first time. If this is your last time, make sure you give us a good rating. Make sure you share the episode. And remember, next time you go to a little kid's party and his teachers show up, make sure you don't oogle all over them and make it weird, because we like when people love us, but we love when people hate us.
I believe we were ogling.
Ogle?
Ogling. Yes.
Got a great episode.
One of them was throwing it back at us. She was kicking some game back.
Before we get into it, Zach, why don't you tell everybody what you are drinking?
I hate you. So I came home from said 2-year-old's birthday with a present of my own, apparently. I was given by you, and by way of my wife, a Dunkin' spiced pumpkin spice iced latte.
Spiked spiced, idiot. You're not even, it is. It's spiked spice.
Spiked, but it's not a beer. Is this going to contain caffeine? Is this coffee? I'm supposed to shake it.
I'm not sure, but
I bought one too?
No.
I'm just drinking this shit solo.
I have my own beer to drink. I got a 4-pack of those.
There's 21 and over all over this thing. Shake, and I'm supposed to serve it over ice, which I shan't be doing.
I got a 4-pack of those. I suffered through my can. Of course, Go Dogs asked me for one, so I gave him. He couldn't get through it. I then have 2 that have been sitting around. I said, you know what? I'm going to give one of these to Zach. The worst is Jenna goes, hey, can I have one too? I'm like,
no. We have 2 of these things now. She can have all of them. You know what's surprisingly bad? That Jack and Coke that I stole from Laddie. It wasn't very good, and he looked pretty pissy about having me drinking it in front of him. But that made it better. What are you drinking there?
What's on my mind?
Georgia.
Nope. Still in Connecticut. I did have to peek this one for the promo for Milo, but it's from the Space Cat Brewing Company. Shout out Big Mike. Hellcat Premium Light Lager. Give 'em hells. 144 calories in a big can. It is 4.8% out of.
Exactly what I love to drink, and I'm drinking this shit.
Norwalk, Connecticut.
Everything about yours sounds delicious.
Release a cracker.
I'm drinking something. From
good luck to that,
Southie.
by the way. Literally the worst thing I've ever had in my life. You're about to have.
Okay. This is like Casey Affleck's wet dream.
Yeah, it's terrible. It has a weird taste.
It's got a lot going. You taste it, very aware of the metal.
It's terrible. I'm telling you.
It's very thin also. I thought it would be thicker.
Thin?
No viscosity.
Just like my...
Schwanz.
Cock.
Ew.
Episode
better too.
285, calling this one
The Weave.
What do you think we're talking about today, Zachy?
Driving or like hair weaves?
There's 2 more weaves you haven't named. The basketball weave, that's the Harlem Globetrotter drill where
and
they
like actually weaving things.
Right. Okay. What I was getting at more is what the President 4547 does, that he's been bragging about, that he does the weave. Are you familiar with that?
No.
Okay. The weave is when you start off talking about one thing, then you make a left turn, a right turn, a left turn, 2 more lefts. You're back where you started, but you're not ready to end up there. I can't stand it because everybody's starting to do it now, and they're saying, well, I'm just doing the weave. I'm like, no, you just started a story.
The weave or the Trump weave? Does he put his name on it? He'll brand anything.
He basically has branded, but you've never met somebody that has come into your office and said, hi, I was looking to talk to somebody about this house. You know, there's a house down the street. Well, it's funny enough because I grew up in Atlanta. Atlanta, famous for their peaches. Do you like peaches? Peaches are great. And finally
I give them to this.
Hold on. What the fuck are you talking? Because you started off and it's like a fish concert. It's not a straight line. It's this big zigzag, but Trump calls it the weave.
It's pretty good.
I'm hearing it now in vernacular. I'm hearing other people go, when they start a story and finally go, I'm sorry, what are we even talking about anymore? And they go, I'm doing the weave. I go, you're not the president. Stop doing it. Stop.
I would just say to them, stop weaving. Just get to it.
You really haven't heard this, though? You haven't heard the
No.
weave? Oh, it's like what he says he does. Because his stories are just like...
It's just nonsense. It's just rambles.
But he knows where he's going. He says...
great when he does it. He knows what he's doing.
He goes, I'm doing the weave. You're like, oh, sure you are. If you're not a really good talker, just tell me the goddamn stories. You have 3 sentences. That's it. I don't want to hear the weave.
Tops. I don't need to know side detail or backstory. Just get to it.
Pretty much. Speaking of which, be quirky,
Really
get
bad.
jerky. It's the worst.
How much do I have to drink? The rule is I gotta finish it, right? At least try.
Yeah, you got to swallow to taste the finish.
Exactly. Because you love these stupid things. White Sox have a penguin throwing out the first pitch?
Why?
Fucking penguin.
Madagascar 6? What are we doing?
Maybe. It'd be better than this shit.
Would you
the photo loading?
Would you eat penguin?
Penguin?
I've thought about this.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, it wouldn't be as good as bald eagle, as you said. That would be the ultimate. But there's the guy.
It froze. When you show me these pictures, I can't see anything, right?
You can see all of them.
No,
All right.
no, I can't. Just
I would
don't.
love to eat penguin.
No, that
How
is
does
something when they serve it. When you go to Antarctica, you can order penguin. It's just a weird hierarchy that the cuter animals are, the less likely you are to be served them.
No one's serving me. Cute as pea.
You're disgusting.
Cute as a button. You'll love it. Great. That was a good one. I'll get to that. Cancer survivor. Now, good for him. Defies the odds by hitting 4 lottery jackpots. Only worth $3 million, though.
Nah, I'm calling bullshit.
No.
He's got something. No chance.
Well, maybe, but there's the other question. He's Canadian, too, so it's Canadian lottery. That's not real money.
Toonies?
They don't tell you how much he's putting into it. How much is this guy pumping into the lottery that maybe get enough tickets to win? It's not like $1 in a dream. He's got to be going big. God bless Channel 649 or whatever.
Yeah, it's a loony for a Looney Tune is what this is.
That's terrible. I don't really know what's happening here. Did you see this video of the guy in London running across the jetway? It's breathtaking.
Well, I thought you were talking about the guy was it in London who mowed down all those people? Or is that in America?
That wasn't less breathtaking. Some guys running through the airport, like doing the weave between planes.
Do you ever watch these back and see that you can't see what you're showing me?
I can see every single one of them. You can't? Get a new computer there, Playboy.
There's a callback.
Callback. Yeah. So, New York City opens new front on the war on vermin as... Here's what they're doing. They're putting contraceptive in vermin, in rat food and stuff, so they can just, fuck all they want but can't procreate. Genius.
Yeah,
I want that person running for mayor. Brilliant.
There's enough
they're really playing the long game here. So these rats got a couple shots at this thing, but they can't do anything with it. So just have at it. Rat orgy.
Am I becoming too skeptical that now every time I see a politician on air being ridiculous, I go, oh, they're just making a presidential run. That's all this is.
I mean, that's what our country's become, so why not? I want the rat contraception, rat condoms person to run for mayor.
Do you know what a rat king is? Have we ever been over this?
Like king of the rats? Like the cartoons do it, but go on.
A rat king is when the rat tails get so intertwined that they form a knot, and it's just one bunch of rats that are kind of all
like a mega rat?
Yeah, it's called a rat king.
Ew.
That's a thing.
So who leads the tied up rats? How does it go?
Splinter, obviously.
Of course. Senior skip day at Jones Beach ends in chaos as police helicopters descend on a brawling horde of high school kids. High school kids are animals. They're the worst. Nothing's worse when you get in the train. There's like 12 high school kids. Like just either jump me or change kids' cars. Just what are we doing here? They're all out of their mind crazy, just messed up on hormones, and they all look dangerous. I don't like them.
There's a solution here. You just fly in Bonnie Blue, and she gets on every single train and just makes it happen.
You can't do that with high school kids. Some woman stripped a high school kid and ruined her life recently. She got sentenced today.
That. She was not ugly.
She lost her life and husband and this. You know what the other guy's doing? His life just took off now. She wasn't terrible. Yeah, it was a guidance counselor. She gave him guidance, all right. She was fine.
Now she has a counselor.
Exactly. We can now do that in Yale. What the hell was that?
Nothing.
You just dropped your beer?
Yep.
Okay. founder of the One Taste orgasm cult, guilty of grooming employees to have sex with clients. Oh, you think? Meanwhile, I know you said you can't see it. There's your cult. Where do I sign up?
Yeah.
Why was I not recruited for this cult?
I can't see much, but I'm in.
Yeah, me too. The orgasm cult where they're being groomed to have sex with clients doesn't sound like a cult to me. That just sounds like heaven. Like, are you going to shoot me now? Because this is amazing. Like, where do we go from there? Yeah, that's
weird
good.
because cult usually means one guy at the top that eats.
I bet he does.
I bet
he's doing a lot of eating. A full meal.
Corn on the
NYC, and this is the worst. NYC, speaking of eating, NYC influencer ridiculed after trying to bake cookies in sweltering subway station. It gets over 100 degrees in there, and this guy, you can see him, he's just the worst, is trying to make cookies. And buckle up, Buttercup, because they melted. It didn't quite happen. But how hungry do you have to be to eat Subway cookies? No shot.
But I don't think it's hot enough. I know it's over 100 degrees, but you need it to be.
Yeah, they didn't bake. So. They just melted, and
I mean, I would.
He's there with you, this fucking guy. There's zero chance I eat his cookies.
I bet you if you
that
went
was
to that
melted
cult,
in the Subway, I bet it's on. Oh, yeah, the cult, you can eat anything you want. That's what I've got. Slow news week, Subway cookies for the win. That's it.
Alrighty.
Bad news. Except for my personalized Elias 75 jersey that I got at my dad's surprise birthday. Cool.
Hey, Zach, what you watching?
Poker Face.
Yeah, I know.
And she's terrific. Did she cook? Did you watch the first season?
No, 0. Oh, yes, I finished the first season.
Okay. Oh, yeah, first season is good. This season is not as good. Good guest stars. Everyone has a good guest star, and Buscemi is a voice. Last week, the last one I watched, it was okay. It had a line that is an all-timer. I don't want to ruin it, but like it takes place in a school, and the guy kills the kills the pet class gerbil. This show is fucking great. I love that they bring her in 20 minutes in to set it up. Well, Ron Katz is on it too. It's not as good of a season, but there's a couple bangers in there. Is he a fan too? Is he a fan of the Natasha Lyonne?
A fanimal. So, Zach, I spent a little time with your daughter this past weekend. I chatted.
Cats, exactly. The name of the gerbil was the best.
I tried to get to know her a little bit. And then somewhere on the internet this past weekend, I did see Natasha Lyonne in like one of her early acting roles. There's a weird similarity between Zoe and Natasha Lyonne. Like the way they talk.
In their look or their cadence?
Not her cadence right now, but if you go back to pre-American Pie days,
Slums of Beverly Hills,
it reminded me of Zoe in a weird way, just like the hair, the talk, the face. I was like, I can see. Okay, yeah,
no complaints. She's been running around that town forever. That's what we've been watching, other than the Mets, who may not lose again, as you said about your O's, who lose all the time.
Not tonight.
Neither do the Mets. They come back. What are you watching? Anything more? I got all your stuff on my list. You gotta get the Poker Face. It's terrific.
We have 9 Perfect Strangers and Poker Face are the next 2 up. We are
Perfect Strangers?
9 Perfect Strangers.
Oh,
9 Strangers or one of those.
That won't be as good as Perfect Strangers.
No, I'm talking about with Nicole Kidman. The first season was very good. Bobby Cannavale and Melissa McCarthy. It was entertaining.
Fair.
But my job here is try to watch things and recommend them. If there ever was something that I suffered through and I'm like, you know what, everybody, don't waste your time. It is not worth watching. Julia was...
Somehow you became Yakov Smirnoff here?
6 to midnight for that stupid fucking Mountainhead movie on Netflix.
Never heard of it.
Steve Carell, the guy who played Chevy Chase on that Saturday Night Live movie. It was... Schwartzman was in it. And Rami Youssef, the comedian who Julia's worked for.
I didn't find him funny in Poor Things.
It's basically the 4 of them, the whole movie, locked up at a ski resort, where each of them loosely plays one of the tech mogul billionaires that are out there. Gates, Zuckerberg, Elon, and I'm not sure who the 4th one is. Probably one of the Google guys. And it's just a fake... If the 4 of them got together, what would happen? This is what they talk about.
I don't think it would be that hard to get the real 4 together. Like, just do that.
it just got real. The highlight of the whole thing is where each of them, they go skiing, and with the lipstick, they write their net worth on their chest before they go skiing. Now, I'm not saying $800 million isn't a lot of money, but if you're worth 800 and the guy next to you is worth 200 billion, I couldn't take him seriously.
I would be so miserable in that room if I was only worth 800 million.
And he was. But keep in mind,
Good.
if you're an 800 millionaire in my life, like, what do I got to do?
Yeah, but you're not in the Trace Commas Club.
Yes. Oh, it's close. So anyway, we watched this movie, hour 45.
That's tighten up. Usually movies are 3 hours now.
I think I might have got to 10 minutes where I looked at her. I'm like, this is horrible. It's just a fake story
worse
about
than this.
Nothing. It's nothing at all. I'm telling you, don't watch it. But
Okay.
Anyway.
By the way, for anyone watching at home, I'm about here.
Dude, I got through that triple last week. You better start trying. I gave it to you because I want you to stop and think right now. Is that not the worst thing you've ever had to drink in your life? Without being
It's up there.
It really was. And if you saw that on the shelf, you wouldn't get like a 4-pack. Like, all right, I'll try it. Why not?
No, there was no chance I'd buy that.
Oh, I mean,
I'm not as adventurous with crap.
It's so
This
bad.
thing is bad. What color is it?
I
It's
also
coffee color.
I also suffered through it pretty hard. Like, I couldn't get over how bad it was.
It's so watery too. You know what it really tastes like? It tastes like really bad Yoo-hoo. Like Yoo-hoo that's gone bad. There's no viscosity. It's just liquid water or alcoholic water coffee shit.
There's a segue. Daycare.
Yeah, see, now they were quite eager to tell stories when they were, all fushnikket, these people.
What stories did they give you?
About biting. They didn't tell me who he bit, but like they didn't care. They knew They knew that I knew that he was biting. Yeah, he's fine.
I know
They
you
were-
know they know.
I did
know.
not expect. Who invites their teachers to a party?
They kind of said, "Can I come?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't care."
No,
Why? They're nice.
I don't know. They were nice.
You like one of them.
I sure did.
Won't say which one.
Yeah, she was all the rage in the back room.
Agreed.
Anne liked her too. There's a lot going on there. Well,
So-
his bar's got to be as low as anybody's.
Daycare. My son hasn't drank milk in probably over a year now. He just will not touch it. And
Zoe either. So that's the road he's going down.
we went to the pediatrician today, and I said, would it behoove us to just do chocolate milk? Just suck it up and give him dessert for breakfast? And I really thought the pediatrician would look at me and just smack me and go, that's a stupid... She went,
Of course they want it.
she goes,
They don't
yeah,
care.
I don't care. She goes, make sure he's having milk. He needs more milk in his life.
Zoe hasn't had milk since she was 1.
It shows.
But when we took the bottle away, she drew a line in the sand and has not blinked.
Yeah,
That's
so
my daughter.
I think we're going to chocolate milk these days just so he gets his calcium, because on the chart he was 25th percentile. Other than muggy head size, other than head size, 50%.
Yeah, 5 head. Yeah, Zoe's off the charts, but then they'll show you the Asian chart and she is in the middle. Then they show you the Scandinavian chart and she's like down by the floor. They have all different kinds of things at our pediatrician. I almost said that.
Am I the asshole?
Always.
So one of my friends, I won't say who was coming to my party and bringing his 2-year-old daughter, he texted me ahead during a work week. It might have been like a Tuesday, and he's going, hey, what type of food are you going to have? Because my daughter only eats, and he lists cheese, dairy, cream, like a bunch of different stuff. So then I naturally just start listing off just like a dummy. I'm like, well, we're going to have ribs and crab cakes, and we'll also have yogurt and cheese and
Are we
milk.
going to have milk in plates and bury them in the yard afterwards?
The best part was he then goes, I think we'll bring our own food. And I thought to myself, dude, I literally just listed all this. I then reread the text. What he said was, my daughter is highly allergic to dairy, cheese, yogurt. And I was convincing him of all the stuff that we had that has it
That's
there.
incredible. I hope he brought enough for everybody.
I felt like so stupid because it was 2:00 on a Tuesday. I just yeah, I got all that stuff. Don't worry. And he made
His daughter was fine.
Was she?
I suppose. I don't know. Running around. Doing a thing.
Got a good HIPPAnonymous.
Ooh, who'd you kill?
No.
Do you have more kills than Elway yet? Like, what are we doing here?
Well, let me finish the story. I have a little bit of a main character syndrome. You have it too. It happens. There was a gentleman that I was supposed to see a couple of weeks ago. Getting in touch with him was a nightmare to the point
That
that
would be the and credit syndrome.
I had to call the doctor to say, hey, Dr. Smith, I've tried to reach your patient, and I can't get him. I can't get his sister. I don't know. And the guy goes, it's funny that you're saying that because I'm going to see him today. I'll let him know you're coming. What time will you be there? This never happens. Usually the doctor goes, just discharge. We don't care anyways. So they said, okay, great. Well, I go see this guy. He actually was pretty nice. I make a follow-up visit to see him. He's showing me videos. He plays the piano. He was a really nice guy. Well, the next week we have a visit scheduled. I get an email. He had my phone number. He calls the office to go, could you tell Alan I'm not going to be around, but have him come Thursday at 1 o'clock. By the way, buddy, go fuck yourself. I have a schedule. I can't live up to, like, you don't tell me when I'm going to come.
I love this guy.
I just don't go see him because I can't. And then it's now another week. And I reach out to him. He can't be bothered to pick up his phone. And I get a little mad because he's already canceled on me, rescheduled me on his time, won't pick up my phone, won't pick up my text.
This guy is terrific. He's me on steroids.
By the way, I am fuming at home because, like, who the hell does he think he is? So you know what? Fuck him. If he thinks he's too good for me, I am too good for him. I get an email that afternoon. Your patient died yesterday. I was like, oh, shit.
So, like, I would call that half a kill. That's a kill by... Yeah, that's because you didn't treat him. It's a kill by,
Guilty by association.
No, it's more a kill by abstention.
Zach, I was so mad this guy wouldn't return a call. I was like, who does he? I might drive by his house and throw something at it. Dead.
Good. Yeah, you didn't treat him. But do no harm. You did harm.
Pishadoo of the week. I got 11
Did you
candidates.
take that oath?
No, that's not a thing. That's like a TV thing, dude.
Yeah, that's why. You're doing tons of harm. Real doctors take it.
Let's do it. First candidate. Luigi Amangione is in the news this week because
he's good.
He had a diary that he was writing his thoughts and emotions down into, and they've gone through it and read through it and tried to decide. Okay, it's 2025. If you have a diary, if anybody listening to this or sees this has a diary, just go turn yourself in. You're psychotic. That's it. Guilty. Done.
Just because you have a diary?
Who's the last person you know? I mean, granted, we don't know any young kids, but young kids don't diarize.
And Frank did.
Yeah? How'd that go?
Not about as well as your patient.
He's a really nice guy, too. He was like, oh, you play guitar? You
Bet
should come
she
down
was
and jam
great.
with us. You really are okay that he had a diary? Like an adult man? Good look. Oh, my God. All right.
I mean, what else is he going to do in jail?
No, dummy. A diary for like the last 10 years, I'm saying. Not right
Well,
now.
Well, I thought it was now. I thought he started in jail.
Oh, my God. You want to do a
he's
take two of this?
No,
Yeah,
we've done
that's
it.
the point.
We've gone too far.
By the way, the Orioles are
he's nuts
right now. Next candidate. This past weekend at the UFC, they decided to go ahead and induct Mark Kerr, the Smashing Machine, into the UFC Hall of Fame. Why do you care? One, because there's a movie coming out.
Was the Smashing Machine.
There's a movie coming out later this year featuring The Rock about Mark Kerr, the Smashing Machine, that when it comes out, I'm probably also going to get very excited for. But more importantly, when they induct somebody into the Hall of Fame, it happens like once every 2 to 3 months. They invite them to the wherever it was in Newark.
I'm done.
Finish it, you fuck. Finish it. I spent good money on that. Finish it.
You did not. You spent bad money on
I want you to cork your nose and go
not
for
gonna
it.
happen. Just finish your fighting story. No
They bring this guy to the show, and they basically, at some point, they just stop and they go, we want to take the time to commit. Anyway, they put him like 15 rows deep into the... Usually, like, you sit in the front row and they make a big thing.
Yeah.
15 rows deep. That like, people came, the announcer, they had to, like, hop over seats to go to this guy to shake his hand. It is one of the cringiest things. It was really, really bad. Next one. Can't believe this didn't make your list. You know that if you fly now, you need a real ID, which is you go to the motor vehicle, you get a... Do you know that the TSA had to put out a whole statement because people keep showing up with their Costco IDs going, no, really, it's me. It's a real ID.
That's awful. People are stupid.
So stupid. They should have called it something else. I don't know. I think I might be on the people side because It's a real
You're
ID.
stupid.
It's a real ID. Bring a real ID. It's like, okay, I have my driver's license. I'll be fine.
That's awful.
I have a really good ID story.
Go on.
So my
What,
mother,
you telling a black joke?
My
Put it over
mother-
the shoulder.
my mom might be considered what you would call a nudge. Would you agree?
You think?
Well, we're going on a family cruise
Robodinsky.
next week, and Julia's passport has very, very expired. And my mother's like, you need just nonstop. You got to renew it. You got to renew it. And Julia's like, I'll get to it. Or I have another ID. I'll be fine. And my mother is not sleeping at night. So finally, Julia's like, you know what? I'm going to do it just to shut her up, get it done with. Don't want to hear it anymore. Cool. Well, I don't know if I told you, but Julia got a call on Friday that what she's working on is going not so great, and she emergency has to fly to Paris on Monday. Now, spoiler, she didn't go, things didn't happen. We're sitting around that weekend, and my mother calls and goes, so, bet she's glad I made her renew her passport. And Julie and I are like, oh, when would you have realized this? She goes, at the gate. I would have gotten to the gate with an expired passport. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. My mother's nudging paid off infinitely.
Your mother would have killed her.
No, no. My mother. Oh, if she doesn't get on the cruise, my mother kills her.
Yeah.
But Julia's.
Oh, she would do the Paris thing?
She
Yeah,
would
that
have
would've
gotten
been.
to the terminal and been like, it's expired. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know what to do.
You pay enough money, they let you on.
Yeah, how many francs?
Yeah, what's the number, big guy?
Zach, who is Alex Winter-Led? Alex Winter-Led. Who
I know
is
who
that?
Alex Winter is.
Who is that?
He was Ted. No, Bill. He was Bill from Bill and Ted.
Cool. I don't know which one's which. And I do think he's hyphenated now for whatever reason.
He took his wife's name.
Maybe. I don't know.
Awful.
I read the article. But that is who I'm talking about.
Okay, fair.
Him and some other half-Jap are doing a Broadway show.
Jesus!
They're doing a Broadway show coming up where I watched a little bit of the Tonys this past week where your boy, Alex Winter-Led, got up and said, we will be starring in this upcoming fall in Waiting for Godot.
You know who he's going with? It's going to be him and Keanu.
Yeah, the two of them.
Yeah. It looks
Waiting for Godot?
bad. Was he being like funny or cheeky? Or he just doesn't know the name of his own show?
It looked pretty serious.
Because he's actually a sort of smart guy.
You can watch the clip on your own. It looked like he just butchered it.
Are you sure he wasn't doing like a Bill and Ted thing?
If he did,
Socrates Johnson.
it didn't land for me. All right, I could be the dummy that didn't get the joke. That's very, very possible.
Socrates Johnson kills me. Socrates.
Zach, I got Hollywood paraphernalia up for auction.
Hollywood Brown?
How much would you spend for Ferris Bueller's vest?
Ooh. Game worn.
Game worn. It's the one.
How rich am I?
You're you, so...
Me. Oh.
All right.
$2,000.
Okay. Pick a number what it's actually going for.
Okay. It probably is actually asking right now. $750.
$300,000 to $600,000 for this stupid fucking.
Yeah, 750,000.
I know what you meant.
I was close.
You were close. That seems a little insane with no game. How do you even verify this?
Well, you'd have to be. I need Brandon Steiner to authenticate it for me.
Alan Snyder can do it. Would you say?
He probably can. So can Robin Snyder.
Doesn't that seem insanity?
That's just people who have way too much money. Go cure cancer with that or something. But it would be fun to wear, and I would absolutely wear it all the time.
You would wear it? Oh,
yeah.
my God. You're horrible.
You have to wear it.
Okay. I don't know
Wearable art.
I don't know where I stand on this next story. So work it through me. The person who owns the house
Through you? Ew.
Work me through it. The Breaking Bad house in Santa Fe, I believe. People come from everywhere and they go take pictures standing outside. Well, the lady who owns it is beside herself that she stands there with a hose and just hoses people down. At first I thought, good for you. Good for you, lady. Fuck these people. My second thought is, at the end of the day, it's all about property value. That house is worth 8 times whatever she paid for it. No, you don't get to hose people down.
The owner of the apartment complex in Singles, one time he met Cameron Crowe. He goes, "You're the guy who ruined my life." Like, because people just take pictures outside of it all the time. That was his line to him. "You're the guy who ruined my life." Like, Yeah,
Okay.
it's got to be awful. You get to host them down.
They film episode whatever of Poker Face outside of your apartment.
Do I get to host her down?
No. People gather outside
Shows me down.
and make your life somewhat difficult for so many years. But your apartment triples in value. How much do you care?
I'm so mad at all of them.
But
Well, when I go to sell, that's one thing. But day to day, I'm hosing people down. Okay. It's in the immediacy. You're not selling at that moment.
I would just think
I'm with the hose.
An iconic show.
Who cares? I'm with the hose.
Hey, I'm going to look up for next episode what that house was paid for and what it's worth now, and I guarantee
It doesn't matter. It's just money. Give me my time.
It's just
money. My freedom.
How old's your computer? How many years?
Oh, I'm not buying it. Well, Natasha Lyonne would have been a game used. If this was the computer from War Games, speaking of Matthew Broderick, that would be different. Might as well be.
Next candidate. Did you see the Indiana Pacers have started naming streets by the arena after the different players? Hey, Zach, tell me the last team that did that in New York, and how did that go?
Well, I don't think they live on Rick Smith Street, but, you know.
I'm talking about in New York City.
The Jets did it.
And how's that going for people? Shouldn't you
wait? Not well.
You should wait until you win something.
Did the Knicks do it too? Who the hell's doing this?
The Knicks just did it. I thought you told me about it. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Jets were trying to do it too. No, you should wait until you win something.
Exactly. What was that? What's the street downtown? DeMatha Street, whatever that one. That was like, Jalen Brunson Way, and then it was OG this. It was stupid.
I don't know about all that.
Okay.
I don't like any of it.
Ready for another
Dale
story?
Davis Street. What did the Pacers got?
Wait. You know I'm talking about the current team, right?
Oh, it's just those guys? It's like Nemhart Lane?
Oh, my God. It's like Obi Toppin Avenue, dude.
That's awful. Rick Smith Street's just as bad.
No, it's
fucking
not.
Dutchman with the bad feet.
He's an iconic Pacers player. I'm okay with that.
You like him? He sucked. Nick Killer.
That's why you don't like him. All right. Second to the Diddy story, my favorite story, which has unfortunately come to an end. The escaped zebra from the Tennessee Zoo. Did you hear about this?
No.
As somebody who's been to a zoo in the last 10 days, you just make fences so high. How the hell do animals get out of zoos? I'm officially, I don't get it.
They shouldn't even have fences at the zoo.
Why?
Just you pay extra and then go do it.
No, dummy.
By the way, in the Bermuda Zoo, the lemur cage, you just walk through it, and they're jumping around. It's tremendous.
Not for me. I don't want the animals getting out onto the street.
No, the whole idea is that the whole thing should be one big fence, and you go do it with the animals. They should dome it.
Do you hear yourself? Do you know there are lions at these places?
Well, then you go to the other side of the zoo.
Do you know how long it would take till somebody touched the giraffe in a naughty place, and the giraffe took its head and just swung it and hit the guy across the whole thing?
He might not need to use his head if he's as big as I think.
Are they big?
You just whip him with that thing. They gotta be monstrous.
I just don't get how a zebra gets through all the gates and checkpoints. This zebra was being running. I think it was named Ed. It was running down the highway. Yeah. Eventually, they had to scoop it up underneath and airlift it back to the zoo.
It's embarrassing for the zebra too.
Oh, yeah.
It's just mortifying.
Do you have strong thoughts? White with black stripes or black with white stripes?
I'm pretty sure it's black with white stripes.
I know, but it doesn't look like it, does it?
I think it might.
I think you're right, but it doesn't look like it.
I think it is.
All right.
I think it looks like it.
Another story in the news.
Is he black?
Yeah. I know what it is. It's black. It's a
Mulatto.
It's a zebra with an A, not an ER.
Oh, a zebra. Even better.
Zebra with an AR.
Pretty good.
Listen back. Did you hear about this guy who is the devil of the Ozarks?
I saw the thing. I didn't really get what it was.
The devil of the Ozarks was this police chief, whatever, who was doing all the rape, and he got in a lot of trouble and sent to jail. Yeah. And then somehow somebody gave him a police uniform, and he just literally was like, "All right, Frank, take care of your sister," and he just escapes. Do you know how far he got outside of the prison before he got caught 2 weeks later?
No.
2 miles. Now
that's all he could muster in 2 weeks.
I don't know what his thought process was, but
I am going. I don't stop moving if I'm out.
Oh, you just wait till it's night and just go. You just through woods or whatever. You just go until you get. I mean, you're gonna
until you hit Mexico or Canada.
Yeah, and then you can't be extradited. You gotta go to Mexico. Is exactly what this is. But
I would rather go
miles?
to Canada. I like seasons.
It's one season there. Cold.
No, they've got some summer and maybe some spring. I heard it's lovely at times. Mexico is just like, I don't know, hot all the time. Yeah, you got to bail. You got to just completely just keep going.
You got to bail. You just escaped from jail. Hey-o.
Hey-o. It's not bad. Speaking of, what is going on with the 2 remaining escapees from New Orleans? They're still out there? They're still running amok?
Oh, I thought they caught them. Am I dumb?
I thought it was 8 out of 10. They got all of them?
I think they got them all. Yeah.
Wasn't really a long time.
Elements, let's do it. All right, this one could be old. I saw the video today. The Massage World Championships, where they have one guy, where do I volunteer to be that person, who just lays shirt off, towel on, you go face down, and then all the people competing seem to be younger, smaller looking women who were doing what can only be described as an erotic dance on these people, but not making it comfortable. They were they were leaning back. It was basically like they were doing a striptease on this guy.
So he's the judge?
So
the guy getting the massage?
I don't think so, and that was my point. The judges should be getting the massage because the way that people were doing the massage, it looked way more erotic and sensual, and the skill was the dance to do the massage, not the receiver.
It's pretty good. So I've seen the worst massage in history. It was on a beach in
Costa Rica.
Maybe. I don't know wherever it was. It was in Greece, I think. And a guy was coming around offering massages. Now, what the people in front of us thought was going to happen was he was essentially the pimp and setting up the massage for someone else.
Oh, he was the guy.
So the guy pays the money to get one himself. And then he thinks, it was a honeymoon couple. Then he goes, okay, where do we start? Me and you? He goes, no, not you, someone else. He goes, no, it's me. He goes, you got to do my wife then. He couldn't handle it. The guy was like an 80-pound Filipino. And he's like, we paid her. He oils her up. His arm moved like a whip. He was he elbow all in. He was gyrating into this thing. Jenna and I sat there for probably 45 minutes watching this thing like it was a free show. And the husband was so mortified, and the wife was loving it. It was the funniest thing I have ever seen. Oh, we got hacked by some Russian. Boots.com.ru. Love it.
All right. Am I racist?
I would hope not, but here we go.
My sister's telling me the other day, when we get ready to go on the cruise next week, I know this should have been number 1, but it was too good. She said, hey, I saw this hack for a cruise. You know how there's free ice cream everywhere? Well, you can bring the little rainbow and the chocolate. And I said, Jimmy's to put on. And she goes, excuse me? I go, now actually, I didn't realize you would take
Jimmy's is canceled?
Well, she said, Alan, you can't call them Jimmy's. Like the chocolate one, if you call them Jimmy's, I said, Allison, I'm not calling them Jamal's. She goes, wait, what? I said, I grew up, they're called Jimmy's.
Jimmy's.
Now, in Baltimore, they're Jimmy's. I think this is my Confederate flag moment. I'm not saying I support racism, but they're fucking Jimmy's. And I don't care if Jimmy's is canceled. Why is that a
problem? So what's the problem with it? You can have Rainbow Jimmy's too, because it's Pride Month. You can't have that either.
All I know is Jimmy's has been canceled as a derogatory term. It may be my...
I didn't get the email. Nobody told me.
Jimmy's to me is Oriental to others.
Well, why is it canceled? Who sat down and penned this? Why do they give a shit?
My sister said you can't say it anymore.
What does she know?
She's worked in inner city schools, and you can't say Jimmy's.
I'm going to say Jimmy's. She's worked in inner city schools. She knows nothing other than where the Belmont takes place currently. You apologize to her?
I gave her... I was on the phone with her when I was texting you, and I was like, oh, not good.
Not good.
All right, I
don't understand, though. What is the problem with Jimmy's?
I think it's you're calling him like Jimmy Walker. Like, a bunch of Jimmys.
Jimmy Walker? But Jimmy Carter. Right. What's the difference?
Peanut farmer dead. He gone.
Yeah, so?
All right.
I can't think of any what Jimmy's.
Gold element.
Jimmers, like Jimmer Fredette. We call them Jimmers?
Yeah. You wanted the Jimmer white. From one of Milo's teachers.
I should have been so lucky.
Gold element. Let's do it. Did you hear that Ozempic users are coming out and saying that there's a side effect of it? It makes their schwanz grow.
I heard it makes them smaller. Ozempic dick.
No. Ozempic dick, if anything, when you lose weight naturally, it is a little bit bigger. So it is...
Does it get bigger, or is it the optical illusion of it getting bigger?
Well, they're saying it's not the optical illusion. It's actual growth. So, Zach, it's early June. How long before the first Ozempic overdose?
How long until this thing just becomes a dick growth, solution. Hey, fat guys, even better. Now your dick's gonna go. Everybody take it. We'll just be walking around giraffe hogs down there.
Penny says by the end of the year, somebody goes, well, I thought it would help me grow, and they overdose and need
Yeah, most likely. But I mean, Viagra was for dementia, and who cares about that? Boners for days.
Oh, Jesus. So, I'm a doctor. Viagra was for hearts, just so you know. It helps with blood flow. It was actually for coronary artery disease.
Okay, well, it helps your dick grow, too. So if this thing gets this thing, how much bigger does it get? We talking centimeters or inches?
Well, it depends where you measure it from. But yeah, it's apparently...
the base of the needle.
There is going to be an overdose from this. Remember me saying this.
Are you going to be the one who kills the guy with it?
Luigi Mangione has
a long dong Jimmer over there. Take some of this.
He's got a diary. Mark Kerr, the Smashing Machine, not sitting ringside to be inducted to the Hall of Fame. TSA is telling people a real ID is not a Costco ID. Waiting for Got It, Bill and Ted. Sure. Ferris Bueller's Vest going for $300 to $600K. Breaking Bad house lady hosing people down. The Pacers prematurely naming the streets after their current team. The escaped zebra from the zoo. The Devil of Ozarks, who's in all the jail again because he got caught 2 miles from where he escaped. The Massage Championships, which look actually pretty awesome, shouldn't be. Rainbow Jimmies and Ozempic causing an increase in your size. Who is the Pishadoo of the week?
So who's the Pishadoo in Jimmy's thing? Jimmy's in general, society, or your sister?
All right, pick a second one. Not my sister.
Why not her?
All right,
the whole story as a thing, it's really bothering me.
If people think Jimmy's is a racist term, is what I'm going with. Not my sister being an official.
No, she's the arbiter. All of it. The whole body of work for me is a Pishadoo. I cannot stand this. It's going to keep me up at night. That story is going to bother me to the fact that this all night. I'll be so angry about it.
Boozer Daddy the podcast. Boozer Daddy the podcast. Thanks for listening to tonight's episode. We had fun. We're going to keep doing this. Zach, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom are officially split. I mean this really heterosexually. He's better looking than she is, right?
Still? Right? Or when he played that little twink in Troy. Ooh, in Paris. I don't know. They're both probably pretty decent.
I take him over her.
You take James Marsden over her.
Oh, I take James Marsden over many people.
Not Milo's teacher.
We out.